A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a pivotal shift in military strategy, the Biden administration has granted Ukraine permission to use US-made Atacms missiles against targets inside Russia. This decision comes after a prolonged request from Ukraine, as well as the backdrop of recent developments, including an election defeat for the Democrats and the arrival of North Korean troops in Ukraine. The implications of this decision are vast, with military and political consequences that remain uncertain. For months, Ukraine has been under relentless bombardment from Russian forces, with attacks reaching as far as Lviv and targeting critical infrastructure across the country. The recent strikes have led to national electricity rationing in Ukraine, highlighting the dire situation faced by civilians. Prior to this escalation, Ukraine lacked a robust long-range missile program, hampered by restrictions from its Western allies. While countries like the US, UK, and France have supplied long-range missiles, they have only been permitted for use within Ukraine's internationally recognized borders. This has left vital Russian military assets largely out of reach for Ukrainian forces, forcing them to rely on drone strikes for targeted operations. However, recent leaks from the White House indicate a significant change in policy. President Biden has authorized the use of Atacms missiles, which boast a range of approximately 190 miles, 300 kilometers, specifically in relation to the ongoing battle in Kursk Oblast, where Russian forces, bolstered by North Korean troops, have amassed a significant presence. Experts caution that this decision may reflect a cautious approach by the U.S., with George Barros from the U.S. Institute for the Study of War suggesting that the Atacms will primarily target North Korean forces rather than broader Russian military infrastructure. As the situation unfolds, the immediate effects of this policy change are expected to ripple through Russian military planning. Anticipating potential strikes, Russian commanders may hastily relocate assets deemed vulnerable to Ukrainian missile attacks. The cost of Atacms, estimated between $1 million and $2 million each, adds another layer of complexity to the situation. The stakes are high, particularly with North Korea's involvement in the conflict. Reports suggest that North Korea may be willing to send up to 100,000 troops to support Russia, making it imperative for Ukraine to deter further North Korean escalation. As the political landscape shifts with the impending Trump presidency, Ukraine faces the urgent need to demonstrate its capabilities on the battlefield. Analysts argue that showing effectiveness in military operations could influence the incoming administration's support for Ukraine. Meanwhile, the West grapples with the reality of Russian threats of escalation. Despite the potential for increased military support from allies, including the UK and France, the situation remains precarious. Russia's ongoing sabotage campaigns across Europe, targeting Western arms manufacturers and executing plots to disrupt logistics, further complicate the geopolitical landscape. In Ukraine, the civilian population bears the brunt of Russia's strategy, which seeks to undermine morale through targeted attacks on power plants and infrastructure. Experts believe that even with the newfound ability to launch Atacms strikes into Russia, the overall military impact may be limited. The focus may soon shift to additional support from allies, including Storm Shadow/Scalp missiles from the UK, France, and Italy, as the conflict continues to evolve. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining the effectiveness of this new military strategy and the broader implications for the ongoing war. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.